All Dad ever gets is IOUs, isn't it?
I know, man. Fuck, I got a few I still am waiting on. What are you talking about? So moving on.
Hey, I said I would fulfill that coupon later.
Yeah, well, I'm waiting. You heard her, you guys. I got her on film, so. We alluded to it a little bit earlier on the show, but we lost Dakota Sky, who many of you know from the porn industry, many of you know from the We Are 18 commercials, and many, many more than that probably know from the George Floyd topless photo
scandal.
The scandal that plagued her a little bit. It does appear that she was discovered dead in Los Angeles, and it looks to be addiction related. So that is unfortunate, dude. Kind of sucks. Her real name was Lauren Scott, which I believe there's an actual porn star with that name, right? So her name was Lauren Scott. She changed it to something else because there's somebody already using that in porn. Yeah, that's rough, man. June 9th, that it looks like. She was 27 years old and listed as homeless. This is the part of the story that's sticking with me. She's done over 100 fucking adult movies. How are you homeless? What is going on? What is happening? That is crazy.
That's sad.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, but it did lead me.
27 years old.
27, yeah. Well, there's a lot younger than that, man. I'll tell you. I started to make a list. It led me to think, man. There's been some, there's crazy stories that go on in the porn industry, man. If you want to watch some horrific life stories, I'm going to preface this real quick. Even we don't judge people. I don't judge you. I'll tell you that right now. If you end up in porn and that's what you do, whatever you do to make it through this world, I'm barely figuring it out myself. So I'm not going to tell you what to do, how to do, what the fuck. That's on you, man, and more power to you. I hope you make it work. But it is weird to me, various things strike me as odd. Like, this does seem to be an industry built around pretty particularly broken people, and we kind of turn a blind eye to it for the most part. We're all freaking out over little goofy things, the morality stories here, but we've got this whole entire industry as well. Like, yeah, but I like to jerk off when I watch that, so it's all good, man.
Right. We can't
ignore the ugly.
We can't get away, do away with that.
Right. Exactly. It is kind of weird. It's something I notice. I'm not even judging it. It's just something funny about human beings.
If something benefits you personally, you don't really want to I kind of rock the water or
this probably isn't good, but anyway. It is funny to me. Okay. But it is backed up by the fact that many of their lives end in a very fucked up way, man. Let's be honest. If you want to ever have a couple depressing hours, look at how the lives of porn stars and many wrestlers, they seem to interact. And, well, Chyna's a good example. Wasn't she both? Remember Chyna, the big girl that was wrestling?
I think she did do porn, yeah.
She did an anal porn famously even because of her drug addiction that she fell into to get through the pain of wrestling and all that. I've seen a little documentary mini thing on her, but it is a crossover. It's weird because they both are doing horrific things to their body. Maybe I'm not going to say horrific. That sounds judgy. I take that back. Both are putting their body through the ringer. How about that? I heard Adriana Chaychek, who is a famous porn star, recently talking about doing a group orgy scene. And she was saying, basically, you feel like you were just in a minor car accident. And I was like, what the fuck? Okay, cool. Wow. Right on. Do what you do. So,
what's funny is to hear her say that because, you watch it and you're like, that can't be comfortable.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it, but I would never do that. I can't believe, oh my God.
Right, that is brutal. Go, girl. Anyhow,
right.
More power to you.
You
but
are a trooper.
I started to make lists originally of kind of porn stars I knew of or had heard of. And then I had started a column with suicide. I started a column with OD. I started a column with AIDS. And dude, I'm not kidding. All three of those columns were filled up so ridiculous. We don't have enough time in the show to talk about it.
Aww.
I'm not even kidding.
Okay.
It is insanity. The amount of suicides in particular struck me as a little fucked up. I guess not that surprising. Not only is it not a surprise that their suicides are high, but some of the crazy accidental deaths and stuff are bizarre, man. Like the one guy apparently was running from police with a half ounce of weed and tried to swallow the whole bag and fucking choked to death on that shit, son.
Oh no, a half ounce of weed?
I know, man.
Oh my God.
That's not even that bad a charge.
I wonder what state he was in. I know, right?
You take the charge, brother. But it wasn't the weed itself, it was the plastic. Yeah, the bag, yeah.
He was like, I suck dick all the time. I can fucking do this.
Dude, honestly, I can't help. Several of our people in staff earlier were like, man, what do you mean a gay porn star couldn't throw the fucking bag? What are you talking about? But no, apparently not. He choked to death on a bag of weed. That's a bitch there, man. So all of you people who post this shit all the time on social media, weed doesn't kill. There's an example where maybe it did. There's at least one time it did.
No.
All right, well, no, it's probably more the stupidity than the weed.
Yeah.
But, don't try to swallow a big giant bag of. I didn't know Amber Rain had passed away. I'm just mentioning that one because she was one of my favorites, and she apparently had an OD. I didn't know that.
Oh,
so that sucks.
I'm sorry.
Shyla Stiles has passed away. She was a huge one, man. And, she was a bigger girl, but, I mean, she was a huge porn star. She's been legendary. I think she was in the scene for a long time.
She is a bigger girl,
she's big. Yeah, right. All that, both apply.
I guess. Okay.
Do you remember August Ames at all? I know you don't remember anybody by name.
I don't know my name. Yeah.
August Ames,
but I know they're assholes.
Me too. No. Yeah, you can identify them by their asshole quicker than their name. That's porn there, buddy. Oh, fuck me, Scully. You're a mess. You're a mess. August Ames, who was, you would know by her asshole, died of suicide in 2017. But I brought this story up because this one got a little bit of press at the time. I don't know if people called the story, but she did a scene. Well, no, she refused to do a scene. There was a scene she was supposed to do with a guy who had just recently done a gay scene.
Oh, okay.
And she didn't want to do the scene without him getting medically cleared for it. And, dude, social media found out about it and ripped her to shreds. Like, she was so attacked for being fucking hateful and anti-gay. And, she's literally done 1,000 movies with women, but she was anti-gay. It's so fucking stupid. But apparently they beat her ass to the point where she killed herself, man. She couldn't take it and killed herself, yeah. Oh, that's fucking crazy, dude.
I thought you were going to say in full circle the dude tested positive or something.
Oh, well, yeah. Interestingly enough. No, I don't know how that played out. But.
Oh, but that's
rough.
Bullying on fucking social media
has taken some lives, man. That's no bullshit. And I guess porn stars and so people aren't immune from it.
Yeah, I was gonna say nobody's
crazy.
Safe.
Dude, I'll tell you what though, the big list. Not only was it the things I mentioned earlier, but also murder, suicide. A dude in your life. Don't have a dude in your life, even, man. Don't. That's my advice. If you're gonna do porn, be single. Be single. Be single.
It does.
That dude does some crazy shit, bro, man.
I mean, think about it. How could you? I don't know. More again, we try not to judge, but
murder,
I just think
suicide.
About my
that
own
list
self
is that fucking big.
In that position,
yeah.
I mean, you got to know going in. I would assume it's not like you halfway into the relationship are like, hey, by the way, I'm thinking about getting a new job.
Yeah, right.
I mean? Right. So I think it's something you probably had when you went into it.
You've been pigeonholed. Anyway, Amira LaVey, do you remember? Some people may remember her from Trauma movies. We talked about Trauma earlier. She had a short indie horror career, then she turned into a porn career.
Okay.
But she was shot and killed in a car. She was sitting in a car somewhere, and somebody rolled up on her and shot her in the fucking head.
Oh, wow.
No, but I don't think that one was ever solved even. Wow. That's crazy.
That's fucked up.
A couple more that are fucked up. Barbie Monroe, I'm bringing up because we're from Maryland here, and she was beaten to death in a Baltimore hotel room in 2016.
Ooh, wow. By somebody she knows, or we don't know, or
I don't know. Somebody only got 5 years.
Baltimore.
Yeah. Charm City. We call it Harm City. When you live around here, we call it Harm City.
Yeah.
Billy London was found dismembered in a trash bin at Santa Monica Boulevard. So there we go.
Dismembered.
Yeah, cut to pieces.
Does that mean just his dick or?
Right. I wonder, man.
Actually,
I wonder.
Arms and legs and everything.
That's fucked up, man.
Probably somebody probably just Larry and bobbited him.
Yeah, you're probably right. Any blood out?
And he lost too much blood.
There's so many fucked up things on this list. We can't cover them all. I tell you what, I'm going to skip to the end.
There's a lot of them.
It's insane. If you want to lose some time on some crazy stories, some macabre. If you're into the macabre and horror, if horror is your thing, man, there are some plenty of horror here.
Look to the porn industry. You can learn some things. Have some curiosity, intrigued, and jerk off.
Multiple
one
sources
video, probably.
Of your, there you go. Or a single source, multiple needs.
Right.
All right, our last story for this segment is going to be Kimberly Ann.
Okay, what's up with Kimberly?
Kimberly Ann and her man, well, let's say she was found dead in her house, called in, reported dead by her husband.
Okay.
After a gunshot wound had gone off inside her vagina. You heard me correct. That's right. The husband called the police and says, my gun accidentally went off inside of my wife's vagina.
Oh.
Yeah. So as you might imagine, police were like, yeah, okay, buddy. Bullshit. Sure, you're right. I don't believe you for a second. He was charged, the whole thing.
Hopefully they were recording that.
He did not, it was ruled death by misadventure eventually because it was determined through text messages between him and his wife. Not only did they have a super happy life and marriage and they were into each other and they had no strife. It didn't seem they argued or anything even. But apparently she was adamant about playing sex games with loaded weapons. She was into it, man. It was her thing. and he was able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that that's it. But dude, I can't help but wonder,
Wow.
and I know that I'm a fucked up human being, so.
Right.
The dude walked, and I'm not doubting the story. It sounds like he loved her. There's many people that came out that for both, her sides and his side of the family that backed up the fact that they seem to love each other. So
Right.
it seems to be on point, an accident.
Okay.
But what an awesome way to kill your wife if you wanted to, though, right? I mean, dude, think about it.
I guess so.
I mean, think about it, though. If my wife, I don't want to kill you. I love you.
Oh,
I love you.
oh, let's get
But
that
if
out
your
of the way.
thing was, playing, hanging from the chandelier with fucking rope around your neck, how easy would it be for me to do a few months of us talking about that heavily on social media?
Right. Yeah.
And then, oh man, I don't know what happened, dude. This time it went wrong. Fuck.
Right.
Damn, I shouldn't be saying this. This is fucked up. We do not condone any of these.
I was thinking the opposite direction. Like, at least she
Okay.
died doing what she loved. Like,
I love you, Scully. And that's why I'll never kill you right there, because you say shit like that, and I love you for that. That's awesome. Oh, fuck. All right, I forgive me.
hope
Forgive
they
me.
didn't
I
have
hope
children.
you indulged me. Yeah, that's rough. I think they did, honestly, but
oh, Jesus.
yeah, that's rough. Yeah, that's a rough one.
Explaining
Fucking
it
Florida,
to
man.
them
What
is...
the fuck is in the water in Florida? Seriously, what are
Did
you
that
fuckers doing?
story start with a Florida woman?
Yeah, and right, instead of Florida man, Florida woman this time.
Well, I guess
God.
Florida man calls police.
Yeah, right. God damn it, Florida. Get your shit together, would you?
So funny.
Oh, fuck. At least they got good death metal down there, so we'll always love you for that.
And good death stories.
Yeah, and good death stories. There you go. Fuck. Shot her in the vagina. And what Scully's take? She died doing what she loved. There you go. Well put, Skull. Well put. All right, on that note, should we play some music then?
Yes.
I think we should as well.
What do we got?
Let's get the fuck out of here and talk. Matter of fact, we got some music coming up. We got our buddy.